Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. We are on a ZH2 from Kawasaki. Absolute monster. 200 horsepower. Absolute beast of a bike. Where do I start with this bike, guys? Unbelievable, really comfortable, heaps of power. Woo! Listen to that supercharger. Really comfortable, actually, more comfortable than I thought. Just really smooth power delivery. Doesn't feel that heavy either. I was actually expecting it to feel a bit heavier, but yeah, what a bike, guys. We're with the guy today, so yeah, we can't go too crazy, but see how we go. The guy that we're with, he's bloody crazy. Definitely not going to be as crazy as that. But yeah, guys, just trying to get a feel for the bike at the moment. I just can't get over how smooth this bike is. It's like sitting on a lounge chair. Really, really nice. The foot pegs are not too high, or they're a bit higher than what I'm used to on naked bikes. They're pretty similar to the KTM Super Duke, I think. Yeah, very, very similar. Handlebars are quite close together, which is quite odd. I'm used to, on a naked bike, being a little bit wider. The power delivery is just insane. This with an exhaust would just be absolutely mental. Oh, it's just instant. Like fifth gear, there's just so much pull. This is the first time I've been on a supercharged bike. Very, very cool experience if you haven't been on one. The sound of the supercharger. I don't know why the engine light's flashing, that's a bit weird, but God, I just... Whoa, this thing is just mental. Absolutely brutal. It's a very strange feeling with a supercharger. Just when it kicks in, God, this thing just takes off. Supercharger. Oh my God, so much fun. Man, oh man, so smooth, handles amazingly, holds the lines really well. God, feels so planted, feels really planted through corners. Oh, that power is just addictive. God, this is monster. Oh. Wow, guys, wow. Oh, I didn't want to like this bike this much. I did not want to like this bike. Quick shift is really smooth. So much fun. It's pretty heavy, you do feel it. What a bike. So smooth, handles really well. The supercharger is just addictive, guys. Like, it is ridiculous. Yeah, it's an interesting bike. It does feel heavy, but you know, it's still more than capable. It's an interesting bike. It makes you feel sort of, I don't know, it's sort of in between a naked bike and a cruiser almost, with how big the bike is, and the bars being so close together gives you an odd sort of feeling, but my god, does it take off. And that supercharger noise is just so cool. Dash is quite nice as well, full colour. It's got everything you could ever want on it. Haven't gone into the modes as such, but it's got all your different riding modes as well. Really clear. Yeah, it's just an interesting bike. Suspension feels really, really nice. Feels very planted. Doesn't jump around. Feels smooth. Very interesting. That supercharger is just, this thing is a monster. That supercharger, such a cool sound, so addictive. The sound alone makes this bike worth it, just the sound alone. With an exhaust, this thing would just be an absolute monster. You know, comparing it to, you know, the 1290, it's a lot smoother than the 1290, the Super Duke, a lot smoother, a very different power delivery, not as torquey, but yeah, it's interesting. It's so linear, the power, very, very smooth, you know, just very addictive. That supercharger just makes it crazily addictive. What would I buy this over a 1290? Oh, I don't know. Very close. Very close. I think the 1290 handles a bit better. Definitely a bit quicker through the steering, but power is pretty similar. You know, the S1000 single R, I think this is a better bike, to be honest. Again, that bike probably handles a bit better, feels a bit lighter. It's pretty heavy, but it handles its weight pretty well. Anyways, guys, I hope you're enjoying the videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time on the channel. Alright guys, well, we just got off doing our review on the amazing Kawasaki ZH2. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to talk as much as I normally can. We did have a guy with us, from the shop, and you know, I didn't really feel that they wanted me to be recording. But anyways, we got a little bit in, we got a bit of riding in. I hope you enjoy the riding anyways, and the bit of commentary that I did manage to get. I wanted to do this little part of me back on the Hyper, just to explain to you guys just the summitry of that bike, and my thoughts yeah, on the bike. And I mean, it is such an amazing and unique bike. The sound alone is just incredible. That supercharger whine is just very addictive, and for me, I mean, that really makes the bike. And I think if you're looking for, you know, a bike that's just a bit of an all-rounder, you know, it'll commute, it's super smooth, it'll you know, go 1,000,000 miles an hour, as you'll see in the video. It's you know, as powerful as any other super bike, obviously 200 horsepower, super smooth, fairly heavy. You do feel the weight. We'll just do a little bit of riding as well back on the Hyper on our way home. Yeah, so you do feel the weight in the bike. It doesn't necessarily feel super heavy, but you do feel it. You know, it's nothing like it's not as nimble as like this bike. You know, I mean, you can't compare the two, but I've ridden most of the other Super Nakeds, including the, you know, the 1290 Super Duke, which that gets reviewed a lot against that bike. And also I've ridden the Ducati Street Fighter with 200 horsepower. It feels quicker than the Ducati. It definitely doesn't feel as torquey as the KTM. Like, the KTM kind of wants to rip your arms off all the time. It's a lot linear, a lot smoother. You can full throttle it and it just goes. Like, it just bunkers down and it rips. Where the KTM is a bit more flighty. I kind of really feel it. You know, it's very sort of jerky, lots of torque from down low. This one's a lot more linear. Very impressive bike. Very impressive. I'm very impressed with it. I think it's an awesome bike. Oh, what is going on here? Yeah, awesome bike. Would I buy one? Absolutely. I think it's just such a unique bike. I actually don't mind the way it looks. I do a little, you know, obviously an exhaust. It needs an exhaust badly, but that's a pretty easy fix. And I mean, if they crack the ECU on them, when they crack the ECU, I mean, you'll be able to get silly power, like 200, you know, 200 plus horsepower out of that bike. I mean, 250, sorry, it's already got 200. You know, you're going to be getting, you know, like H2 levels of power. Oh, this bike is just so much fun though. I don't think I could give up this bike for it, but who knows. With me, who knows. But yeah, guys, just to sum it up, fantastic bike. You know, heaps of character. Obviously that whistle, that supercharger whistle alone for me is worth it. If you're looking at buying one, go and ride one. It's very unique, very powerful. You know, third gear on, you know, at 4,000 RPM, bang, that power just, you know, it's pretty vicious. But it's very smooth, it's very manageable. I think it's a lot more manageable than a lot of the other 200 horsepower bikes. It's very BMW-like as far as the way it delivers power. But yeah, there's still heaps of torque. Yeah, great bike, guys. Thanks for watching.